Hi, it's Elise. This morning I've been reflecting on just the last 3 years of our lives. It's been kind of a crazy ride. We started off in this this journey of adoption by going through an international adoption. We adopted from Ethiopia, and our son, we knew he had significant special needs. We were not aware of the depth of those needs. We weren't aware of how significant they were. And so after 5 months of him being home, about 4.5 months into his time at home, we found out that he had a condition called hydranencephaly, and it was a miracle that he had been alive to date with the very little care that he had had prior to that. At about 5.5 months home, he passed away, and he got the healing that we prayed for so desperately for him, but it absolutely did not come the way that we anticipated. It did not come the way we expected. We expected his miracle to be this side of heaven, and instead it came the other side of heaven. Shortly after that, a few months after that, we were fostering because we had our foster care license. And we thought that was going to be our forever son. And that didn't work out, and it was just heartbreaking, devastating. We questioned what God was doing. We questioned what the plan was that he had us on, because we have 2 daughters, and we just didn't want to watch them walk through heartbreak. After that, we started walking through this journey of adoption with a birth mom, an expectant mom. And as we started walking through, we realized, and she realized, that this baby was meant for us, that this was a child that was meant to be in our family. And we walked through that process with her. And she is with us. She's officially adopted. And then we started going through the process again for her biological sibling. And that ended up as a failed match. It didn't work out. That this journey of adoption is wrought with uncertainty. But really, more than just adoption is wrought with uncertainty. Life is wrought with uncertainty. There are so many times when we think we know what this journey looks like, and we get to a place where we find out that the rug's been pulled out from under us, and that now we have to go in a different direction than what we thought. It's not just adoption that's uncertain, it's life. And the Bible tells us that in this life we will go through hard times. But it also says, take heart. Jesus came to overcome the world. And I want you to know that whatever it is that you're going through today, whatever it is that has your heart breaking, whatever it is that has you maybe confused about what this plan is, what your life journey is supposed to look like, whatever it is, I want you to know that Jesus is bigger. And more than just, I want this site, this Joy of Adoption site, to be more than just about adoption. I want it to be a place where people find joy. I want it to be a place where people find Jesus, because truly, truly, I don't think that we could have walked through the past 3 years of our lives without him. I don't think that I would have been able to walk through burying a son. And even harder than that, I think, is walking through the grief that my girls are left with after that. The grief that my husband is left with. The grief that I deal with on an almost daily basis. There's not a moment that I'm not thinking about my son. And then to have to walk through a failed adoption after that, it's just, times are hard. We go through difficult things. This life was never promised to us that life would be easy. But Jesus said he would walk through it with us. So I don't know what your circumstances are today. I don't know what you're dealing with. But I want you to know that in the midst of the circumstances, you can find joy in Jesus. Because it's more than just, he is more than just whatever. He's not a genie, right? He's not here to just make our lives, wrap them up with a bow and make it look pretty. But he is there to walk through the difficult times, walk through the tough stuff with us, and there is joy to be found. in Christ. And really, as far as I'm concerned, I believe the Bible. I believe that joy is only to be found in Christ. I don't think I could have found it anywhere else. I know I couldn't have. So today, I just want to encourage you to choose joy, to choose Jesus, to seek Him for whatever it is that you're going through, and I promise you won't be disappointed. You know, the journey doesn't necessarily get easier, but He makes it worth it. And all of the things that we've gone through, we can look back and see how God has had His hand in all of this, and how we just trust that He's going to continue to use our story, continue to use our kids' lives to make Him famous, to bring glory to Him. And that just blows me away, you know, even in our frailties, even in the fact that we fail daily, sometimes hourly, He can use that to turn people to Him, and it just never stops blowing me away. You know, there is life and love to be found in Christ if we will look to Him. And so today I just want you to know I'm praying for you. I don't know what you're going through, but I am praying for you. You are welcome to message me, Facebook me, whatever it is. I want to be there to partner with you. And take heart, you know, Jesus came to overcome the world. He did that. And He is bigger than whatever the circumstances are. I love you guys. And we will talk soon.